Hi everyone, welcome back to our GIT classes this weekend. I believe this is either number 4 or 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's number 3. It's the third class we're teaching live today. We just did a pre-recorded in the GIT classroom, and now we are here. So let's get started. So obviously, I'm Elisa's daughter, not herself, her oldest daughter. And these are our YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram handles. Well, it's all the same one. And this is our website here where you can find all of our exclusive products. Right, so I'm going to get that out of the way because we're making some mixed media creative tags, and for some reason I don't think Mum wants paint all over her signs. Just a little bit. Oh, hello, Diane. Right. Let's get started, shall we? So I just went and collected some of our new rice papers for Aussie Grunge, from Aussie Grunge Range. Oh, hello, Dee and Pam. So we've got 3 here. Plus I've got some scraps from Mum's creative builder class that happened at 1:30 Queensland time. Just because, you know, it's always good to use scraps. Oh, hello, Sandy. And yeah, let's see how we go. So for a tag, I do like 3 by 4 inches, I think. I don't know, 1 minute. Ugh. I'm using Mum's lopper chopper again. I don't really like using the lopper chopper. It scares me. Oh, I know the rice papers are absolutely fabulous. We're going to do some like serendipity type stuff and then make some watercoloring with it. Anyway, because you know, can't do anything without paint. So let me just get this right. This is some Shore Creations white linen snow. We're just basically using plain white cardstock. Right, so we're going 3 1/4 by 6 1/4. Sorry, I was just consulting my ever-fountain wisdom of paper that's next to me. So we're just going to go 3 1/4. Actually, we might go 3 1/4 by 6. So that means that we get a few out of the piece. 3 1/4 by 6. There we go. So we got 1. Hello, Joanne. And I think we might do 4 tags today. So you could make up to 8 tags out of 1 sheet of cardstock by using the measurement that I'm doing. Or you can just stick to the... There you go. So let's put this piece off to the side. And then we've got these ones. So I'm just going to come in. And, oh, I don't have the PC tag to see what I'm doing. That's smart, isn't it? No. Here we are. There you go. You can see more clearly now. Oh, sorry. Hello, Karen. Hello, Diane. Sorry. Hello, Cheryl. It's been a long day. So here we go. So we're just going to come in. I'm going to cut the corners. I'm not too fussed about them being equal. If you wanted them to be equal, for example, you could fold it in half at the top here. So, and then just, there you go. We might do that for all of them. The one that I didn't do that one. It's just a little bit. You can tell how crooked my eyesight is when I'm looking at that. It's unfortunate. And then there's that one. And then... Oh, hello, Kathy. So we're just coming in. Oh, no, I'm using just regular cardstock. So just some plain white cardstock. I'm using the Couture Creations white linen to be specific, but anything will work for this. That's like good quality cardstock. Not typing paper. Anyway, so I've got these three. So what I thought is I could do one where I show you how you could do like a full sheet with our lovely landscape. And then I was thinking of showing you how you can fussy cut something out and then stick it on a tag and all that stuff. So we're going to do like a few different techniques with our rice papers. Here we go. So we're just going to move these out of the way. And for the full coverage, we're going to go with our gel medium. So rice paper can be quite thirsty. So you either want to go with a gel medium matte if you prefer matte finishes. If you prefer gloss, you can go gloss. I just prefer matte. Or a clear texture gesso. Because even though clear texture gesso is quite liquidy, it still has a little bit of body to it, so then when the rice paper starts to absorb, it still sticks. It doesn't just all go into the rice paper. Oh, that's a good load, Deborah. So then we're going to come in and try and line it up. Go. On an angle. Oh well, on an angle we go. We'll ink it. That one will know. Right, so what we're going to come and do. No, we're using white linen. I've said that. Scribes in a different room. Right, so then we're going to come along and just rub some water across where the edges of the tag are. You can use a paintbrush for all these techniques. I just prefer my fingers because I lack coordination, and with my fingers I'm less likely to fuddle, I guess. I don't know, make a mistake. I'm not very good at English. Okay. So, now we've got that there, what we can actually come and do is just, and it will tear really nicely around our tag, and it'll make it a bit more of a natural edge. I would suggest leaving it to naturally fully dry before doing this step, just so then, you know, it doesn't become, like it doesn't fall off or anything like that, or if it's like a really cold day, the layers don't mix and all the rest of it, because water and glue don't mix. It's like water and double-sided tape. They are not friends. Never are they friends. Okay. So now that we've got that there, what we're going to come and do is we're going to put a layer of gel medium over the top. And this is just going to seal our rice paper in place and make sure that we don't have any air bubbles, so then it won't like corrode over time or go moldy at any point. Just make it nice. Come in and then over the rain. So now that we've got that there, I think what we need to do is we need to let it dry before we put any of the other layers on, or else it's going to get really, really wet. But that's so far we've got for tag one. So as you can see, by ripping the edge off, it gives us a bit more of a natural look, and it makes it just a bit more nice. We could stick actually a word on it. Hold up. Let's. find, where's that block from Mum's? Here we go. So we got home, family, wonder. Let's just use all three, shall we? So we'll come in and we'll cut these down to size. And this is just from the Dingo Creative Builder. Like I said, it's the leftovers from my mum's class. And now I think what we might do is we might actually put a splat of paint on, and then, or like watercolor, and then stick these on foam tape. So we're just going to open up our watercolors. I'm using the Art by Marlene Blue Rose watercolor set, just because they're like my favorite. And this morning when we were grabbing stuff that we need to teach with, I kind of drew a blank. So I was like, well, I'm going to use watercolor probably. So I'm going to come in, and I think I'm going to use this blue, because this blue, let's see if I can go back to this one here. It's a really nice blue, or actually let's try out the green. I don't really want to use the other colors, because then I might have to work them into the background a bit more. But see, I think the green's a bit too bright. I reckon the blue might look really nice though. So what do you guys think? Maybe the blue? Oh, Karen. Maybe the blue. Yeah. Let's see how the blue goes. So we're just going to add a bit of the signature paintbrush and then dunk it in the water. I'm going to do that about 3 times. And this is just actually making our paintbrush really wet overall. Because we've got a flat tip paintbrush and not a a fan paintbrush like we normally have to do this technique, it does take a little bit more effort. So we're going to come in a little bit more, and then instead of just lightly touching it to get a flick and then making sure it doesn't touch the paper, we are going to probably go down the paper to get a nice splat, I think. So let's just, there we go. One. And we'll come in from a different angle. Just nice. We're going to lift it up just a little bit from an angle and try and get a bit of a drop. Not too much, but just there we go. So then what I'm going to do is we're going to come in with our heat tool. I'm just going to dry this real quick before sticking our words down. Because like I said, tape and glue, tape and water don't really go together. So come in. And dry tag. Hello, Jessie. There we go, it's pretty dry. So now with that, we're going to come and do. So we're going to grab our foam tape. Stick it on the back of our little pieces. And because it's not dry on the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to actually add some gel medium or some glue, should I say, to the base of them. So where is our 3D crystal accents. So twist the top of, oh no, I think Mum's got some of it in our bottle here. Ooh. Okay. We're just adding like the tiniest, I don't know if you can actually see that, the tiniest little bit of glue to our bottom of our tape, and that's just going to help it stick because, like I said, it's not fully dry, so it might just need that bit of extra stick.
All my craft supplies you touch on this table are mine, and they boomerang back to me.
This is mine.
Yeah, that's yours, and that's it.
And that's mine. Not the gauze, but the stuff underneath.
Are you sure that's your tub of stuff, or have you finished your tub and
no, that's my
stole
tub.
mine?
That's my tub. Thank you. You can go back to the video last week if you want, where I grabbed the tub out.
When you bought the tub?
I did not buy the tub up.
No,
What did
I bought the tub.
I'll work for you. Right.
I know.
Here we go. So this is tag 1, sorry. So that is tag 1, and the different, like, so that's like if you do a full coverage, and then what we'll do is if we do a bit more of like a serendipity type one, that's some of that kind of fangled a little bit. Like we could do it, but I might use that in my own collage later. Right, so what we're going to want to do is we'll grab this piece here, and we're just going to come in and move that one over to that side, and we're going to tear our piece of rice paper. It does take a little bit of effort to tear this, by the way, so just a little bit of a heads up. Go. And then we've got this one here. Our landscape. So where it's wet, it tears easier. So let's go. And just a little bit more. Now where is scraps? So what we might do is we might just cut out a few of these circles, and this will just help us get a little bit more, I think, dimension in our little collage thing we're going to do now. A bit of difference. Come in and cut that one. And then some kind of banner. Actually, we might leave the banner. Yeah, let's leave the banner for the other tag. And then let's cut out another 2 circles. There we go. And all those ones. Oh, hello, Mary. Alright. I'm going to set those 2 together because we'll do 2 at once to show you how quick this is.
Sandra's watching on the 2.
Oh, hello, Sandra. So, 1. And then there we are. So for this one here, what we're going to come do is I'm going to show you how you can do it with, how you can use clear gesso to use as glue in with rice papers. My top is a little bit dodgy. So let me just clean that up. There we go. Sorry, that's what happens when you don't shut your lids properly. Never me. Okay. And then we're just going to come in and put a decent sized dot on each tag. And just rub down. And we'll come over this way and we'll do the same over here. I do have to work kind of fast because it's been a little bit hot the last few days, which means, well, it's not that hot at the moment because we're finally getting rain to break up the heat, the humidity. But still, things are drying a lot quicker here now. So we're just going to come in and put our bits of ripped rice paper everywhere and anywhere. Doesn't matter if we have like the same one sitting next to each other. Up and down. Or even if we have the text in there. Dot there. Don't worry if you've got a few edges peeking up. We are going to come back in with the glue in a second, or with the gesso in a second. Like I said, if you don't like using your hands, you can use a paintbrush for this step. I just prefer my hands. Right, so I think what we might come and do is we'll put another layer of glue down and then we'll put another layer on. And that is just because the rice paper does absorb a lot of the glue. And this is why we also are using clear gesso. So it dries completely clear. Completely transparent. Just as long as it's not like a thick, massive glob. Right. This one and this one here, I think. And that's Dad running out the front door with the nail because we're about to miss our cut-off. Posty. I'm so lazy. A bit of a bottomy there. And I think we might need just a little bit more down there. And what I'm going to do is just give it a quick rub over and make sure everything's glued and sitting nice and well on the tag. Or on the tags, because we've done two, would you believe? And then we're going to flip it over. Actually, we're going to dry it first. Let's not be nuts. Oh, thank you, Diane. So you just come in and you just dry it. Now, I'm obviously not trying to dry all the layers. I'm just trying to dry some of them, like the top ones in particular, and then the back ones. I'm not going to try and dry in between, just because I'm not crazy. And I just need it to be touch dry to be able to cut through it without causing too much frustration. Because art is supposed to be calming and not frustrating. So we're going to hold it like this in between our fingers. It's like something. Can't remember. I'll remember soon. I'm in off class probably. Bit of a me, isn't it? And then go. And that's just because it was only touch dry and it wasn't dry in the center. So you just got to come back and like really rubbing your layers, and we'll add some, because we've separated the two out now. We've separated the two into one. We've just got to come in and make sure that edge layer is nice and glued down as well as everything else. And just add over here as well. Yep. That's those two, and then this here, this corner needs to be done. There we go. And that there is 2 tags. Done like the time of one. Actually, we'll stick that one there, I think. Yeah, there. Okay. So that is 2 tags done in the time that it takes to do one. And then I think we need to ink the edges though. Like I really think we need to give it a bit more of like adding that brown maybe back again. So maybe we could do some metallic copper, or do we reckon a walnut stain? Like the metallic will look really cool because it'll add a shine to it. However, the walnut stain will be better blended in with the rice paper, I think. Oh, thank you, Dee. So, let's see, maybe the walnut stain, hey? Oh, we'll do one on each. We'll do one with one and one with the other. Oh, there we go. So we'll do walnut stain on this one. So it's coming in with the ink pad. And I've got that glue nice and dry on the top, so it's not going to affect the ink pad, as you can see. It's still in perfect condition. I'm going to come in with some of this copper metallic. Just put a little bit on my mat, up and out of the way. This copper metallic is from the Metallic Walnut set. It's absolutely beautiful. There you go. That's what we can do. Just a little bit of rubbing. You can do this with a dry brush. If you do want to use paint to ink edges with a brush, just make sure it's nice and dry. So if it's liquidy or bleed, it won't stay on the edge anymore. Right, so there is those 2. So one's inked with the Distress Ink walnut stain, which is quite nice. You could also use like a card deco ink for that. And the other one with the metallic copper, which is really beautiful. Sorry, I've got my thumb on the way there. Oh, I can tell which hand's coordinated and which one's not. There we go. This one. Get the extra ink of that paint. No one looks at the back anyway. And then, now, one more. So with this one here, what we're going to come and do is we're just going to cut down this line here. And this is going to sit very gently there. And then we're going to use Australia. So we're just going to come in and roughly cut out Queensland and Tassie. I'm sorry for anyone who doesn't live in those two states. My tag's just not big enough. Actually, no, we can do all the states. Just give me 1 second. So we're just doing this one. Come back and cut the in-between bit there. And just, oh, it's like fussy cutting some days. Alright. It's not going to be perfect, heads up. And then we're just going to keep cutting this bit out. I am going to try and keep Tassie on there. Okay, and then come back up this way. There we go. Right. We're all good. So we want to stick this one here first down with some gel medium. If I can see where the cheek went. There it is. Sorry. So we're going to stick this size piece down with some gel medium. Okay. And we want to kind of get it so it looks like that. Then flip it over. Back with it, and then so I'm just going to come in real quick. Some ease. Come and cut. I'm going to tear this bit. As you can see, that's fully there. And then Where did Tasmania go? Where's Tasmania? Woo! Right, and then with our white gesso. So we're just coming in with our white gesso or white paint. I'm going to come in and put some on the back of this because we want it to be opaque. Okay. And then I'm going to stick that like that. And then fold him over. And it's going to be like a Queensland wrap. Australian by accident. I'm going to put our Tasmania. Down that, and then what we're going to do is, so by using the white, we've kept the rice paper completely opaque. And what we're going to do is we're just going to come in.
How much longer can they?
Like 2 minutes max. Why?
I'll just check it. Because it's 5:10.
Yes, I know we have to go and pick up the mailing like now. And I'm just going to rub our copper ink on this side.
Do you need a flare button for one on?
Yeah, probably for this one.
So you're making a kit? Yes.
Yes, Mum.
Do people want a kit?
I don't know.
Do you people would like a kit? Would you people like a kit? Would you ladies and gents like a kit? You need to comment, please.
Please.
You sound perfect, right?
Right, and then it's going to stick our flare button on top of this piece of our collage. And then grab the Naomi-Jon. So just grab some gel medium. I'm going to rub it on the back of this piece of rice paper, stick it down, obviously. Just to keep that one there. We're going to come in and we're going to make sure that our tray is definitely sealed on this turning points here. So that is where we are likely to lose the sealing. And then have all the elements in my stash. Yes. No, the feeling. Yes, please. Okay. We might make a kit and then you guys can just choose birds, buy it or not. It's up to you. So we've got tag number 4, tag 3 and 2, or tags 3 and 2. So this is where we use the white paint to keep the rice paper opaque on top. So it can show that you can have the print of a rice paper opaque. It was quick and simple. So yeah, there's that one. And then, so then like it doesn't seep through to the other side. And then you've got your serendipity ones, which is basically just using scraps. It's great to use up the scraps. And then you've got your landscape tag. So that is our 4 tags for this class. We will be back again at 6:30 p.m. Queensland time. Well, I will be back teaching mixed media. Yay! Because that's what I like to do. And I don't know what we're doing still. So that's me. But yeah, we'll be back. And then tomorrow, I think we've got a whole nother range of kits and a new product release again. So Aussie Grunge was just for today. So tomorrow you'll have to rock up again. So thank you all for coming, and we shall see you tonight. Bye.